Well, farmers across the U.S. will still have access to existing stockpiles of the widely popular herbicide Dicamba this season, as the EPA has issued an order allowing existing stocks to be used this year. Roger McEowen with the Washburn School of Law joins us now for more on this matter. Always a pleasure, Roger. Thank you for being here. So let's start with a look back at the federal district court's decision earlier this month and how we got to that point.
Well, good to be with you, Suzanne. This has been an 8-year trail with a different court opinion from the Ninth Circuit back in 2020, but really all of this started back in 2016. Dicamba has been around for a long time. Farmers have used it since the 1960s going forward, but it only had been used as a post-emergent herbicide on broadleaf plants. But it was in 2016 when the EPA authorized some of the lower volatility forms of Dicamba to be used over the top on cotton and soybeans. Well, there was an initial lawsuit filed on that one claiming that the EPA failed to follow the administrative process for properly registering that for over-the-top use. And the Ninth Circuit agreed ultimately in 2020 that we went through that process. That registration had actually expired, and then they re-registered some different versions of Dicamba for over-the-top use, and that got challenged again. And that's what the court decision was on February 6th. It was kind of the same thing that we saw before the Ninth Circuit, that the government failed to follow the proper administrative channels for registering this pesticide for over-the-top use, or herbicide for over-the-top use. And that's what the court said. You failed to follow the Administrative Procedure Act. You didn't have a notice and hearing. You didn't provide an opportunity for public comment. And you have to do that when you have a registered pesticide like this that is subject to FIFRA and the Endangered Species Act, as well as the Administrative Procedure Act. So that's what resulted in the district court's opinion.
So the question is, I'm curious, how long does it take then for them to refile, to go through the proper channels? How long, if, we don't have much time here, but the process from start to finish?
Well, it is a process. I mean, you have to give notice and comment opportunity. That takes a couple of months to do that. But we do this all the time with IRS regulations. And so there's a proper process the government has to follow. And so the EPA's got, as you mentioned, they ordered, or they issued the existing stocks order, which is very helpful because the court's timing was very unfortunate on this. But the EPA's got some decisions. Do they want to appeal? If so, they go back to the Ninth Circuit, which ruled against them virtually on the same issue a number of years ago. But I think the solution here is, going forward, follow what the administrative process requires, and then we'll be okay.
Do you think that something like this can be fast-tracked?
It might be. Yeah, I think it could be. There's a possibility of that.
Yeah, that's a big question, of course, what the future holds for over-the-top Dicamba. Big story that we're going to continue to follow. Roger, thank you so much, as always, for being here. Roger McEowen with the Washburn School of Law. Thank you, Roger.